Hey everyone, this is GKE715. Welcome back to my Let's Play on The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Last episode, well, we ended up clearing out the cloud tops, and now we finally made it to the to the source, or at least the location of the last and final dungeon in the entire game, the Palace of Winds. The Palace of Winds. It is effectively our last final regular dungeon. Yeah, it is our last regular dungeon in the entire game. And after we're done with it, well, y'all know what's to come up next. Anywho, excuse me, sorry about that. Ugh. With this, let's be off. What an irritation! We find our way to the very top of the clouds, and now we have to go even higher to find a floating palace? I can't believe that what a long way we come, and look how high we are. Don't look down, Link, and watch your step. It's a long fall from here. Well, here we are, the Palace of Winds. This is later gonna become a recurring location, so if I were you guys, deal with it. Now, the Palace of Winds, it is like, pretty dangerous. So we'll be establishing that in the standard order, of course. I just need to get the, hold on. Let's see, Palace of... Yeah, there we go. Alright. I just need to get like the enemy list ready and all that. So I just need there we go. That is much better. Alright. Let's get a move on. So it looks like we have some one of these guys, huh? Some P-hats. No worries. We can just easily cut their cut them off, and then we're good. So we got some switches right here that we can hit, and they'll of course be disabled. Just there you go. Yeah, we got some red and blue switches. You gotta hit them to disable them. Oh, just there we go. There we go. All right. Before we do anything crazy, I gotta get rid of some of these guys. The sooner, we get rid of them, the better. There you go. All right, now let's go and do this. There you go. Now let's go here. I'm telling you, yeah. That trick that we got from Split Blade, that was good. Oh, we have a new enemy. At least those were new enemies that I do not want to hit. They are called. Let me see if I can find their name. Bombarosas. Yeah, Bombarosas. Those guys, if you touch them, they will explode. Or at least if you attack them, they will explode. There we go. Just gotta be careful. So there we go. Alright, we got a freaking fire bar right here. Oh, ba-bomb. There you go. Set that guy off. Yeah. I don't know if you guys did news, but you can actually do that and disable them like that. What do we got here? Some more clouds. We really cannot do not much, so we have to leave it as it is. There's a fluffy cloud floating here. It looks awfully comfortable. Golly, do I have a freaking mucus stuck on my throat? Alright. Excuse me about that. Alright. We gotta go over here and chop off these skulls. We got some remote bombs. I think we're supposed to do this, I think. Oh. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Now I see. Like that. Like that. Okay, it looks like we have a little ambush right here. Looks like we got some basic whiz ropes. Not much to go from there, really. There's more of them. Alright, can I stun one? Oh! 2 for the price of 1. There we go. He's dead. Oh, there's more of them. Wow. Okay, I didn't know there's gonna be like more Wizards in one fight. Right. That one's dead. That one's dead. All right, what do we got? We got the Rock's Cape. Jump with the greatest of ease. Hold the button to jump further. And this, my friends, is gonna be a really useful item because this is the Rock's Cape. With this, we now have the ability, like, you know, to glide in the air. Really useful. And then, of course, this lets us jump up these clouds, which is also really useful. Let's go jump up here. Alright, oh, we have a new enemy. These are blue choo-choos, at least regular old blue choo-choos, not the giant one that we have fought in the Temple of Droplets. Most of us, like, you know, still remember that thing. And also, this is actually our last and final item in the entire game. It is. So we pretty much, you know, got a hold of all the items in the entire game. Well, at least all of them, and at least some of the upgraded items, of course. Okay, we got some of these Bombarosa, so I should like avoid them. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got some of these spinies right here. So let's go like and knock them over. Yeah, I'm surprised, you know, they're throwing like starter enemies at us, like, you know, when we already like got beaten this many of them already by this point. There's a strong gale blowing here. Try not to get swept away, and hold on to your hat. All right. Oh god. Yeah, there's some holes there, so I guess we fall down. Oh. Yeah, that was my fault. I keep doing that. Okay. Okay, then, game. You want to be this annoying with me? Fine. There you go. Alright. Wait until, that calms down for a minute. Ah, now I get it. Okay. Let's go over here. What do we got over here? That panel, I think we stomped on it hard enough. It might flip over. Yep, it might. Let's look at this. There we go. Like that. Some rupees and a rupee light. There we go. And we have 999 rupees. That's a lot. Okay. Yeah, I might need to actually like buy some stuff when we get back to Castletown, of course. I have a lot of money to blow. Right. Let's go up here. All right. Like that. Dang it. Okay, alright, that was close. Alright. Alright. We got some Gways up here. Oh, what the? How did that fell down? How? That's weird. Like you also let that block just fell down. It just fell down through like the floor, which is weird. All Alright, well, alright. We're making kind of a lot of, we're making a lot of good progress, like on so far in the temple. Yeah, I mean, this place, I don't know, the Paso Winds is kind of a little bit, like, a little bit linear, I feel. Like, it feels like it's a little bit linear, like, you know, than most, dungeons that I've seen so far. But, of course, it will get difficult moving on, so I suggest, like, you stay on your toes. Okie dokie, so we got one of these, then, okay. Where is my cane of Packy? Here it is. And here, looks like we have some puzzle here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I did not mean for that. Okay. That does not work that way. Okay. Alright, that creates that portal. But I'm gonna go up here first. Okay, that door's closed. Can't do not much there. Alright, by the way, since we actually have those power bracelets, we actually like, you know, can push this stuff now. Let's push pots. So yeah. Anyways, let's go like push some of the stuff out of the way, because you know, well, the better we push this out of the way, the sooner we can move out of here. Yeah, I think I may have done a little overdone it though. Hold on. May I have to restart this again. Alright. Oh, what? That was weird. Alright. Now let's go over here, and this time, be careful what we do. Oh, wow, okay, it did not reset. That is just annoying. Okay, then looks like the little pots here, you know, they don't want to like they do not want to how do I say this? They do not want like to reset, huh? And I think I may have just got myself stuck in here. Okay. Can I actually like do this? Yeah, I can kind of do this. I can kind of. Yeah, I can kind of go back like this. There we go. That way I won't be able to do any more screw ups. I hate cheating, but as the next guy, but I gotta do this in order if I want to get through this really. There we go. Nah, we made it. A little bit of some reversing, but that took it. Alright, let's go here. There are some skulls, keys. Okay. We go through here. Let's see what we can find. That opens up that door, and it gets a key. Alright, let's get moving. Put up our Rock's Cape back. Yeah, of all the items and so, like, the Rock's Cape is one of my favorite, like, jumping kind of items. Because, like, you know, one, you actually, like, do get some distance while flying away, which is really awesome. Anyways. Let's go, like, make our way up. Alright, looks like we got some moblins, so that's interesting. Oh, he fell down. Not of use in here, then. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a close one. That wasn't that bad. Okay, there's some blue choo-choos there. I'm not gonna touch them. Like that. There you go. Made it. There you go. Okay, there's a Lakitu, and I'll just knock him out of his cloud. Jesus. Okay. Ow. Okay. There you go. That knocked them out of their clouds. Hey, you! Get out of my cloud! I always love, Hotel Mario. To be honest, though, like, I'm gonna say this, guys, don't really expect me to do any CDI, like, Mario games or Zelda. Don't expect me to do none of that, no. Like, I get it, like, I will play them just because of the memes, but no, thank you. I'd rather not play that stuff, because, like, I don't think you guys don't truly know how awful those games are. I don't think y'all don't know how awful it is. Like, outside of memes, which is what brought those gems, like, as good. Oh, okay, that did not work that well as I intended it to be. Like, outside of the reason why, well, I don't know, the CDI games, they may be awful, but the only good thing that came out of them is just the memes. Like, that's it. It's just the memes. That's the only good thing that came out of them. But the reason why, like, those games are so awful is because, like, of the bad controls, and all that stuff. And that may explain why Nintendo's probably, like, never gonna re-release, like the CDI games, because like, they're so embarrassed at the fact, that they suck at that game. Oh boy, new enemies. These guys, they have been around, like, since The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. These are ball and chain soldiers, or sometimes called ball and chain troopers. These guys, they have been around, like, since A Link to the Past. Most of us should know that. First, we need, like, let them, like, well, let them, like, use their chains, or their ball and chains, and then we can kill them. They drop 50 rupees when killed, making them, like a good enemy, like, to kill and get rupees out of them. Unfortunately, though, I'm already full on rupees, and I had no choice but to, like, kill them, of course. The boss door is just up ahead, so we really cannot do not much about it. See, can I get a, I can get a health recovery, can I? Yes, I can. Alright. Is there anything here? No, nothing. No. Nope, nothing. Okay. Alright. Now for this... There we go. Uh-oh. I broke that pot. Okay. Okay, dang it. I broke all those pots again. Okay. Actually, oh wait, that spark, it respawns. Ow! There you go, full health. Turns out I do not need to waste none of my potions. That's good. There we go. Pop that there. And now, let's go here. Alright, let's go here. Ooh! That was close. Uh-oh. Moblins. And Ice Whiz Ropes. Wow, okay, already throwing us like some ice enemies. Okay, as you guys know, Ice Whiz Ropes, they'll freeze you if they touch you, so be careful with that. Word of advice, try and see if you can fight the Ice Whiz Ropes first, then handle the Moblins. Clearly, the Ice Whiz Ropes are worse than the Moblin. There we go, okay. He's dead. We got a Kinstone piece. Nice. Alrighty. I don't think we've ever seen these guys. These are red Stalfos. Interestingly, these are actually these are the reverse version of the blue Stalfos. These guys, not only can they jump, but they also can throw bones. So they're kind of like a unique case of a weak enemy, or at least a weak color is actually the stronger of the opposite. That's the only like one exception though, for some reason. That's a small key, so that we got that. And I'm gonna need to there we go. Now let's go like and continue on forward. There it is. The big key. And surprisingly, there was no chest, no boss chest or none of that stuff, no. Well, let's be off now to fight the boss. And the... Ooh, I'm sure I mentioned this before, but I'm no good with heights. Wait, hold on. I think I see something down there. I guess that means we have to take the plunge after all, And yes, we do. Here he is. So the boss of the temple is a red dark nut. Yeah, this is a much stronger version of the other dark nut that we have fought before. Much stronger. Here's when this gets interesting. He actually can charge his blade. He can charge his blade, and of course go for a stab. The thing is, though, we can actually. Oh, well, that's hilarious. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, with that we actually kind of one-shotted, the red dark nut easily. We did. Yeah, we just knocked them. We just knocked them off. How much further do we have to go? This place goes on forever. There's no point in complaining about it. We must press onward. After all, how much more could there be? Come on, Link, let's go. As I'll say again, yeah, we just knocked that red dark nut off of the floor with a sword beam. Talk about disrespectful, but you can actually like kill the boss easily before you even get the chance. We got a compass. That's nice. This is like really, really dark, and I do not want to... Oh, we got some Gyptos in here, which is interesting. Alright, what we got here? Red Stalfos, okay. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, God. Oh, wow, okay, that might be a little bit embarrassing. I am so sorry that I'm in a burp on screen. Wow. Ugh. I'm very sorry, if that happened. Because I was like, eating hot dogs for dinner and all that. So my apologies on that. So this is like really, really dark. Can I get like a freaking break? Oh, okay, it's over here. All right. Ouch. Okay. What do we got here? Ouch. I'm just gonna go over here. Alright, now I have to get rid of these guys. These freaking like pea hats. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Too bad, I can't do that, can I? Alright. Oh, alright. Now that we got rid of all those pea hats, I can probably now, like, do this. There you go. Good. Jump over. Up here, it is a small key, so let's go like take that. And I believe open this door. Alright. Alright, there are some Bombarosas in here, so we gotta be careful not to touch them. Otherwise, we're gonna fall down and take some damage. Well, double damage specifically, of course, but we'll be alright. Anyways, y'all. Believe it or not, though. So I don't know about this. I don't know if you guys are interested in me making these. Oh. Do not touch me. I hate it when Gyptos touch you. Anyways, as I'll say again. After I'm done with my Minish Cap Let's Play, I am actually debating on what should be like my next What should be like my next like let's play? What should be like what should I do? Because like, you know, I am debating on what I should do, because like, you know, really I have like no. Oh, okay, that answers my question. Like, I want to be honest, I really, genuinely speaking, I really like I don't know like what's gonna be like my next let's play. I have a lot of games that I have planned out. I do. One game that I'm debating on let's playing in the future, or at least if possible, is I'm planning on doing a let's play on, or at least continuing on the Mega Man X series, because like, you know, I did promise you guys that I will be continuing the Mega Man X series. And the thing is, though, I actually have been doing some test recording on my PlayStation 5, and I actually have a video on Mega Man X4 so far, but currently it is unreleased. It is unreleased because I'm still, like, you know, doing some test recordings on my PlayStation 5 to see, you know, what's like the material that I should use. That kind of like of shtick. Okay, now I believe we gotta go up here, I think. Hey, we've been here before. Isn't that interesting? We go up here. There is, I believe, an entrance. Where is my boomerang? There we go. That gets rid of him. Alright. We need to get check something out. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's fire whiz ropes. Okay, be careful with these ones. Yeah, you don't wanna like touch their fire. There we go. With this, we now have the dungeon map. With this, we can now see where we're going and hopefully actually find the real boss. Because the true boss is actually all the way up at the 5th floor. We're right now at the 4th floor, may I remind you. We're at the 4th floor, so we're barely even there. Barely even there, but we're getting there. Gotta get rid of these, are these, wall masters or floor masters? I think that's what they're called. Alright, let's get rid of these. Oh. There we go. Alright. Up we go. What floor are we in right now? We're in the 4th floor. We're actually getting there. We're very, very much close. Alright. Jeez, okay, these gifts are so tough. Okay. There we go. That takes care of that path. Can't push our way around here. Okay. Alright. There's a door right there, but I'm gonna go check around here if there's anything else that I'm missing. Ooh, actually. Got it. Shortcut for the future. Alright. Oh, okay, get off, okay. There we go. Got on me with the remote bombs. And with that, we have a shortcut, which just leads us to right here, back to the beginning. So we now have 2 ways to get up now. And if we ever need a resupply, we pretty much have like 3 portals. 2 of them, you know, well, we have 2 portals that can take us, like, you know, to any place, whatever we need to go. And we also got a portal back at the Wind Tribe's home, so we should be alright. There we go. There we go. Alright, now let's go drop some bombs. Huh. Oh, Stalfos. Oh, boy. Okay, we gotta be careful now, because there are fire whiz ropes. I do not like fire whiz ropes. That one is dead. Is one hit KO and he's dead. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Is there anything else, or no? Is it just, or was it all just monsters in this area? Apparently, it was only monsters. What a waste of a room then. Like, there's really, like, there's nothing in this room. There were just monsters in here, and that's it. Nothing else. Wait, or maybe... Nope. Nothing around here, then. Oh, wait a minute. Right here. Yeah, right here. There we go. What's down here? Oh. Well, isn't that interesting? Alright. Alright, well that's one way. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, whoa. You know what? I'll see if I can activate this without like touching those Bomberosas. Oh, now I see. Now I get it. Okay. Okay, hold on. Trying to see if I can like if I'm careful not touch it here. There we go. Got it. We got a small key. That's nice. And there it is. The true boss door is over there. There you go. Now let's get out of here. And I believe if we fall down here... Yep, there's a door. Oh god. Oh, he just touched me and he fell down. Got him. Stunned him there. Now let's go like fly around here. There you go, come on. There you go. Oh, Kinstone. Give me that. Alright. Alright, let's go around here. There you go. There you go. I believe I gotta jump all the way up, I think. Let me see what's over here. Just gotta, like, you know, kill all these Stalfos. So I believe in here, there's a chest. There's a red Kinstone piece, so I'm gonna take it and go. Yeah. Alright, with that, let's go continue on forward. We're not done yet. Not even by a long shot. Excuse me. Alright, let's go here. Alright. Well, from this point on forward, the boss is just up ahead. So with this, let's go fight. Let us go fight the boss of the boss of the temp or the Palace of Winds. Yep, this is gonna be like a pretty tough battle. I'll be honest with you guys. So with this, well, let us be off. So let me see here. This is the Gyork pair. The Gyork pair. There are these gigantic sky Gyorks, which of course we haven't seen Gyorks in the past, which are either mostly in the sea. But this is, I believe, a species that's from the air. Now there are two types of Gyorks. First things first is the Oh god. Okay. So there's the blue Gyork. The blue Gyork is actually is the male Gyork. He's the one, you know, this is the one, you know, that you need to ride on, of course. Which will, of course, let me, like, damage this one in the eyes. There you go. And over here... Yeah, and then the big red one over here is the Gyork female. Of course, you know, she's the biggest one, because at least traditionally when it comes to animals... Apparently, it's known that the female is known to be like the largest, which is interesting. At least, you know, if we go by actual animal biology standards. Oh my god, really? Yeah, the Gyork male, you know, will be firing like you know energy balls, of course, to try like and knock our clones off of the of his mate. There you go. Trying to hurt her as much as we can. Oh my god. Okay. Really? There you go. Got her. Now she's gonna be like falling down. All right, we also got like mini or these Gyork babies over here, which are the green ones, of course. There we go. All right. And of course, like, you know, he's going around like trying to tackle me off of her. There you go. There you go. Oh my god, really? Okay, come on, let's see here. Yeah, trust me, I don't know what the hell Capcom was doing when designing this boss, but man, is it annoying. There we go. There you go. Alright. There you go. The male's defeated. Alright, now it's just all that's left is just the female, and that's it. Because you know, without her partner, she can't do not much without him. With this, we have it at long last. You got the wind element. The wind carries the seeds of flowers, scattering life across the land. The wind element is the embodiment of that power. And with this, let us be off. At last, we got all 4 elements. Let's go revive the Sacred Blade. And with this, folks, that is our last and final dungeon. But we're not done yet. We still got a lot of things to do. A lot of them, in fact. So, next up, all right, we're about to head off right now, like, you know, to well. First things first, we're gonna go head off now to Swiftblade, because Swiftblade, he actually probably has one last and final technique that he's gonna be teaching us, you know, before, like, you know, we have to continue on our journey on our own. Ah, yes, you have the Rock's Cape, and you have acquired a new skill. Yes, I am ready to train you again. So, we'll train here. Now I will teach you a new technique, the Down Thrust. First, equip the Rock's Cape. Second, equip the sword. Third, jump. Then, fourth, at your jump's peak, swing the sword. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Yes, you see it, do you not? But one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why one now possesses your body so as to demonstrate the technique. Witness the swift blade position technique of training. Position! Phew. Now you must try yourself. Equip the rock's cape and the sword. Jump. When you reach your sword's peak, swing the sword. That's all. Like that. Yes, fine work. You know the way. I will now give you this tiger scroll. If you forget this technique, yep. With this, we now have the down thrust. There's nothing more I can teach you, young master. Now you must train yourself. Well, the thing is, though, there is one technique, one last final technique that we can learn. There is one more. And, of course, it's been quite some time since we've seen him. So now, let us go to Castor Wilds, right where apparently, like, the first Blade Brother was apparently, like, buried. Next up, here we are, Castor Wilds. So over here, let's go, like, equip our Pegasus boots. There it is. Though my body may perish, I am still the true master swordsman of Hyrule. Swift Blade the First, spirit of the swordsman. If you train with me, I will teach you skills that are out of this world. So, will you let it train here? This is a technique that only I have mastered. Only one who holds a sacred blade can perform the great spin attack. First, do a spin attack. Second, press the button repeatedly. Repeatedly. Do you hear me? That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Whoa, but it's not so easy. One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the spooky possession technique of training. Watch this. Position. Phew, now you must try yourself. Perform a spin attack and hit the button again. With this, let me just do this. Like that. Yes, fine work. You know the way. You have passed the test of Swift Blade the First with such ease. I will now give you this Tiger Scroll. If you forget this technique, you can review the scroll. With this, we have learned the great spin attack. This is it, at last, the ultimate sword technique. Now there's nothing more that I can teach you. Your training from now on is on your mind. Yet with this, we have all Tiger Scrolls, every single one. We have the spin attack, the sword beam, the dash attack, the peril beam, the rock breaker, the roll attack, the down thrust, and the great spin attack. And of course, there's one last final Blade Brother that we must meet. He actually has, like, you know, something that's gonna be, like, very, very helpful. Which apparently he did say that he'll give it to us once we actually get the final technique. So let us go meet up with Great Blade. Which, if you guys remember, Great Blade said, you know, that he really cannot train us. But now that we have the final technique, he should be able to give us one last final lesson, at least before we actually end up with this quest for the Blade Brothers. Master of the Sword is Master of the Soul. I am kinda like almost the best swordsman in Hyrule. Great Blade. Training with me will totally change your sword skill forever and stuff. So, will you train here? Yes, alright. I'll teach you how to prolong the duration of the Great Spin Attack, which you have already learned. I take visualization training very seriously, I'll have you know. Now quietly close your eyes, visualize your sword continue to move longer than ever possible. Whoa! Spinning! Ah! Now your great spin attack will last longer than before, my student. This is the truth of the sword. When you doubt one another, you bring clouds in the mind skies. Commit yourself to the blade and stuff. This is it. Your great spin attack rotation time has increased. Spin around and smash enemies to bits. And with this... Oh, I forgot I have my turbo button on. Alright, look at this. Look at this. This will last longer. Way longer than usual. So now, we pretty much have everything from the Swift brothers. At long last, we have everything that we need. So then, guys, well, with that, I guess only one thing left to do, and that is, like, you know, to, well, how do I say this? Is to power up our white sword into something more powerful. But for that, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we will hopefully get to that part. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, peace out.